Hello everyone, I am Aathmika Sivaraj, Assistant Professor, Department of Forensic Science, Kristu Jayanti College. Today we are going to discuss about encoding methods and formats. What is encoding? Encoding is the process of putting a sequence of characters such as letters, numbers, punctuations or even certain symbols into a specialized format for efficient transformation and storage. The process of conversion of data from one form to another form is known as encoding. Now, it is used to transform the data so that it can be supported and used by different systems. It works similarly to converting temperature from centigrade or Fahrenheit as it gets converted in another form, but the original form will always remain the same. Now, we have different types of encoding methods, which include character encoding, which again has different types, and then we have image and audio and video encoding. Starting with character encoding, it encodes characters into bytes. It informs the computers how to interpret the zeros and ones into real characters, numbers, and symbols. Now, the computer understands only binary data, so it is required for us to convert these characters into numeric codes. To achieve this, we have to convert each character into binary code, and for this, the text documents are saved with encoding types. It can be done with pairing numbers with characters. Now, moving on to different types of character encoding methods. The first one is American Standard Code for Information Interchange, which is ASCII encoding. Now, it is one of the earliest and most well-known character encoding formats. It was developed to standardize the representation of characters in the English language and the basic symbols using a 7-bit binary code. ASCII encoding includes 128 characters, which covers the uppercase and lowercase alphabets, digits, punctuation marks, and control characteristics. It is limited to representing only a subset of characters, but it remains essential for the compatibility and basic communication between the user and the system. Now, it has been a foundation for other character encoding systems as well. The character set of the ASCII encoding is given in the slide. Moving on to Unicode encoding. So under Unicode encoding, we have UTF-8, 16 and 32. UTF-8 is a variable length character encoding which is backward compatible with ASCII. It uses a 8-bit code unit and it can represent characters from a wide array of languages. Now, the ASCII encoding only included the characters from English language, whereas the UTF-8 will include the characters from an array of other languages as well. This versatility makes UTF-8 a popular choice for web pages and text documents. Now, UTF-8 is an 8-bit code encoding format, whereas the UTF-16 is a 16-bit code encoding format. It uses 16-bit code units and it can represent a broader range of characters compared to UTF-8. It is commonly used in programming environments and software applications. The characters in the basic multilingual plane are represented with one 16-bit unit, while the characters in the supplementary planes require two 16-bit units. UTF-32, it is also known as UCS-4, it uses 32-bit code units for each character. Now, it provides a fixed length encoding for all characters in the Unicode standard. While UTF-32 has consistent code unit sizes, it can result in larger file sizes compared to UTF-8 and UTF-16. Hence, it requires a larger storage capacity as well. HTML encoding. The characters which are included in the HTML encoding is given in the PPT. It makes sure that the text is displayed correctly in the browser and it is not interpreted by the browser as HTML. For example, if a text string contains a less than sign or a greater than sign, the browser would interpret these characters as the opening and closing of a bracket of an HTML tag. When the characters are HTML encoded, they are converted to the strings, converted to the corresponding strings, which causes the browser to display the less than sign and the greater than sign correctly. URL encoding. It is an encoding format used in URLs. The standard allows the use of arbitrary data inside a uniform resource identifier while using only a narrow set of US ASCII characters. The encoding exists because the URLs and HTTP request parameters often contain characters that cannot be represented with a limited set of US ASCII characters, such as the control characters. Now, base 64 encoding. It is a binary to a text encoding scheme which represent binary data in an American Standard Code of Information Interchange, which is our ASCII encoding. Now, it is designed to carry data stored in binary format across the channels, and it takes any form of data and transforms it into a long string of plain text. It uses only 6 bits and it has 64 characters. The character set includes 10 numeric values starting from 0 to 9. It has 26 uppercase alphabets, 26 lowercase alphabets, and 2 special characteristics depending on the operating system. Hex encoding. The hex encoding or hexadecimal encoding, it is a method of encoding data using hexadecimal digits or base 16 representation. In this method, the binary data is converted to ASCII or Unicode text that can be easily transmitted over networking protocols or stored in databases. It works by converting each byte of binary data into 2 hexadecimal values, and then as a result, the size of the encoded data increases by 2. It is widely used in cryptography to ensure that the sensitive data such as passwords and other credentials are secure. It is also commonly used in web development, where it is easier to work with ASCII or Unicode data instead of a binary data. Moving on to image and audio and video encoding. In this type of encoding method, this is performed to save storage space. A media file such as an image, video or audio, they are encoded to save them in a more efficient and compressed format. These files contain the same content, which usually the similar quality but in compressed size, so that they can be saved with less space and can be transferred easily via email or can be downloaded onto the system. Thank you.